Good afternoon. It's Sunday, November 10th, and the goal today is to go through each one of the hives and make sure that I find the queen. I've been in and out of the hives over the last few weeks, but I've not seen the queen in all of the hives. I've put the winter boxes on, I've gone through, I've given them food, but I've not done a thorough inspection. And the nights are getting so cold around here, as are the days, that it's going to become impossible to do an inspection if I don't hurry up and get it done. So the goal today is to go through each and every one of the hives, find the queen, make sure they have enough stores, and give them their final bucket of food before winter. So let me get my smoker lit and we'll get started. Again, the goal today is to try to find the queen. We want to check on the bees before we seal them up for the winter. It's been getting into the 30s at night. This morning when I woke up, it was 33 degrees. So we need to make sure these bees are prepared for the cold weather. I wonder how they've done on that food that I gave them. Okay, so it looks like this sugar crystallized again. We've got some new sugar formed today. Got a few bees on there. All right, what we want to do is start from the bottom and work our way up. Okay, I'm putting the gloves on because I've already got some angry bees on me. Nothing at all there. Got an angry bee around me. No queen here, no syrup there. They have no stores at all. It's kind of scary. And I'll tell you something. It got me thinking. So this hive replaced my queen that swarmed with a VSH queen that is supposedly the direct descendant of one that is a registered bee. And I thought that would be a good idea to keep the varroa mites at bay. And again, I have not seen any varroa, and I didn't treat for varroa this year, which means I could find myself in quite a pickle come spring. I may end up having a dead hive here because maybe the varroa will take over in the wintertime. However, these bees are very aggressive. These are not like any other Italians. Now these bees came from California, and I'm starting to wonder, they've got some Africanized bees in them. Because they are really on me, and this is the hive that has been stinging me. Been stung by this hive since I've replaced this queen probably 5 or 6 times already. We don't have a lot of stores in here. A lot of bees, and the activity is just crazy. I have to go get the full bee suit here. Do not see the queen. Okay, let's give it some more smoke. These are very aggressive. I don't like this at all. Oh, I see a full frame of brood. That's a good sign. In November, oh, I see. A lot of kept brood, a lot of larvae. And queen. A lot of angry bees. Right there, the bees are actually pulling the pupa out of the cell, which is unique. Not seen that. And there's the queen, so we know she's in there. I'm going to go ahead and button this hive up because they're angry and because we found the queen, and I've already seen that their stores are minimal, so they are going to get another bucket of food. This is not a pleasant hive. Now, I wonder if all of the beehives are going to be like this today. This is the most aggressive I've seen this hive. All right, head down there. Drop this box on. Come on, girls, I don't want to smash you. Come on. Well, lost a couple of them. You wouldn't get out of the way. Do my best. Take a look at our stores in here. Now the stores up here look good. I'm feeding them sugar water. Oh, these frames are filled with sugar water. I can still use a little bit more, so I'm going to give it to them. Very heavy frame. A lot of sugar water on it. On both sides. Yeah, these frames are pretty heavy, but they can use some more food. So I'm going to give them some more food. Decided it's a good idea to get those unfinished boxes off the hive before they're exposed for winter. Provided they've got anything stored on here. If they do not. We're drawing out comb. A couple of hive beetles. Yeah, they're capping stores up here, so I'm going to go ahead and leave this box on the hive. You go, ladies. See, you're calming down now. It's good. Sorry about your head. Looks like you got smashed. All right. Box back on. The heater controller. This is what it tells the system whether or not to give the bees any heat. Now, so we found the queen. We gave them some more food. The bottom box didn't have a lot of stores in it. If I get another nice day, I'll probably come back and remove the bottom box and just have a full and a medium for these girls to go into winter. But right now, it all seems good. Move on to the next hive. All right, let the girls know I'm coming. See how you're doing today. That's a heavy box. Box here seems to be a little light. Yep, just a little bit. Now I'm here. Do something I've been meaning to do for a while. Guess I'm not going to do that. There we go. There we go. Make sure that's tight on the base. Right. Hi, ladies. So again, our goal is to find a queen. Let me tell you, this hive is a lot more docile than that other hive. That said, there are still some bees stinging my hand. Of course, while they're stinging my gloves, it's not really affecting my hand. They think it is. I guess they don't like people getting in their hives this time of year. I can understand why. A lot of pollen. A lot of pollen on that frame. Both sides. The question is, do I see the queen? It's unlikely I'm going to see her on an end frame. I do not see her. Okay, queen, are you in here? We have some brood. That's a good sign. Very good sign. Capped brood, so the queen is doing her job and making sure that she's got bees to last the winter. I don't see her on there, but I do see some capped brood. Look at the other side. We have a queen here. You don't see the queen. She's been laying recently. That's for sure. on this frame. Hey, queen, are you in here? I do not see the queen on here. It'll look really good because the paint may have come off. Yeah, I see you. Queen, are you on this frame? Oh, there's Queen. She's right there. Green dot. So we know she's on here. We are going to button this up. I have many stored down on the bottom, similar to the other flowhive. This is a heavy box. Got this one completely filled with sugar water. Come home, ladies. The box is protected from the weather. Also loading some pollen from the other side. All right, what do we got here? Oh no, these ladies are capping some honey. Now this has got some of the red sugar syrup in it. The Halloween sugar syrup that we have, because I was out of blue. So I started filling it with red. You can see why I do that. Come harvest time, I'm going to make sure to avoid the red nectar. Got red and blue on there. It's like a rainbow. Very little on there. Alright. And again, the reason I'm changing these boxes out is because these boxes, I put them out here in a hurry when I needed them, but they're unfinished, and I don't want these boxes to be exposed. I want these boxes to be exposed to the elements over the winter. What I'll do is in the shop this winter, I will get in there and get a finish put on these boxes. Then next year, they'll look as pretty as these, and they'll be waterproof. Now, if you haven't seen this before, this is my feeding shim. I'll show you real quick. What I've done is I've taken a hardware cloth, put it around a frame, some room for the bucket to rest so I don't smash any bees, put a hole down in the bottom of it. And what this does is this allows the heat from the bottom of the hive to reach all the way up into the food source, into the bucket, so I can do two things. Keep the sugar water warm so the bees can continue to drink it and store it and evaporate it within the hive. And also, it allows the heat to come up into this chamber, because above this is where I keep my thermostats. That's how I control the hive temperature and determine what the temperature is above the brood chamber. And yes, I do have anise in this sugar syrup. Well, the bees like anise. Okay, ladies. Oh, that's upside down. Not good. There we go. In here. So I want to show you something while I've got you back here. I keep corks, wine corks, on hand because I can control the ventilation and condensation on the inside of the hive depending on how many corks I have in each one of these boxes. Now, these two flow hives, they each have 4 corks, or 4 cork holes. Of course, there's hardware cloth on the inside so bees cannot get in there to rob. But each one of them have 4 corks on it, which allows me to control the ventilation. The other 2 hives, the non-flow hives, I have 6 corks, so a little bit more control, but those are version 2. These are version 1. All right, so we'll let them know I'm coming. In this hive, I'm going to change the entrance reducer too. I'm going to put it on its smallest setting. Yellow jacket, carrying away the remains of a bee. Right, ladies. Oh, that's a heavy box. Oh, beetle traps in this one. Very careful. There's oil in these traps. The last thing I want to do is spill oil on my bees. I've done that before. After a few. I've got some video, and this is very interesting. I took the hive beetle traps out of a hive a couple of weeks ago, and lazy me, I just set the hive beetle trap up on my deck, which is about 20 feet off the ground, on top of a table. And at about 2 a.m. in the morning, the wife and I hear a noise. All right, I'm going to stop and tell you a story. The wife and I hear a noise. And we have a couple of cats. That what these cats do is they will grab a hold of anything they can find, some string or clothes, and they will start chewing shoelaces. They love shoelaces. The cats will chew the shoelaces until the shoelaces come completely off of the shoe. And the problem with that is that at 2 o'clock in the morning, the wife and I, we heard that noise. It sounded like the cats eating shoelaces. Look around, I couldn't find the cats, but I still heard the noise. And I thought, okay, wait a second. Maybe I have roof rats. Maybe I had squirrels. It was a cold night. So I looked out the window and I didn't see any. But then on the back porch, on top of the table, so 20 feet in the air, up on the back deck, this possum came up my stairs, got up on a chair, up on the table, and started licking the oil out of the beetle traps that I had left on the table. So note to self, do not leave your beetle traps laying around, because possums apparently love them. Let's see if we can't find that queen. That was my story about the possums and the beetle traps. Craziest thing I've ever seen. That leads me to another story, and I guess this one's not so amazing because of the fact that it's not 25 feet off the ground, and it's not I don't know for sure that it's not a possum. But I had set out a yellow jacket trap. All right, looks like we have some. Capped honey or sugar water on this frame. No queen. Ooh. Yellow jacket. Off there. I don't expect to see the queen on the end frame. Anyways, I had a yellow jacket nest sitting, or a trap, a pop bottle, plastic pop bottle cut in half. Set down there with some raw meat in it, a little bit of sugar syrup, and I was catching yellow jackets. I went to bed one night and came back out the next day, and it was gone. I looked all over the woods everywhere. I cannot find it. So I'm assuming a possum found it, or something that eats meat, maybe a skunk, and ran off with it. Do not see the queen on there. Do not see the queen on there. I do see a lot of nectar they're storing. Right, Queenie, where are you? Oh, this frame is loaded with sugar syrup. I mean, loaded with it. Very shiny. No queen, I can see. No queen on this side. What I can see. All right, queen, I know you're in here. We're gonna find you. Right. I do not see the queen on here. The other side. Do not see the queen on here. Now she may be on one of those medium frames in that other box. We're going to keep looking through this one just to make sure she's not here, because we want to find the queen today. I just heard some bee bones break. That's not a good sign. Once you smash a bee, they all smell it. No one's happy. Do not see the queen. There she is. All right, so we have a queen. She has only a little bit of green left on her. Right there. Come on, Pinky. So we're going to put her back in the box. We're going to close this one up. We know we're queen right. They have quite a bit of nectar stored, but I am going to give them another bucket anyways, just because I want them to have it. Now, a lot of people may not think putting a heater on a hive is a good idea. I can understand that if you're trying to make cold resistant bees, trying to raise them naturally. But listen, I'm just a backyard beekeeper. Hey, look at this. Look at this. I've got a yellow jacket down in a comb. Right in the cell. He's in there getting some food. See if it backs out. It flew off, so I'm going to put this back in the hive. Oh, that yellow jacket just crawled into the hive and just flew back out. So that's not a very good idea. All right, so now throw this back up on the hive. Now wait a second. What we're going to do first is blow that off. I don't want to squash any bees, especially that many bees. Come on, ladies. You don't want to get squashed. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and transfer these 1-to-1. Ladies, give me more sugar syrup. Draw that comb out. And these girls are capping. Looks like blue nectar on this side of the frame. and red and blue nectar on that side of the frame. Same here. Actual honey on that frame. Here you go, ladies. All right, one hive to go. So in this hive, the same as the others, we're going to check for the queen, and I'm going to change the entrance reducer so that only 2 bees can get in and out at one time. Right, there we go. Put you right there. Hey, ladies. Come on. I'm your buddy. I'm the bringer of the food. Right? The bringer of the food. And the killer of the hive beetles. I just saw one. All right, before I do anything else here, what I want to do is pull this. Change this around. There we go. That was easy enough. Made a bunch of bees mad. I'm not supposed to shake the hive. Queen, I know you're in here. We just want to have a look at you. After we see you, you're going to get out of your hive. I do not see the queen on this frame. What a bees here. That pink queen has just a smidgen of paint on her. I don't know what a smidgen is, but I assume it's a very small amount of whatever. Woo! We have a lot of capped brood, which is excellent for November 10th. I do not see a queen. Get back in there. Hey, ladies. Show me the queen. Show me Her Highness. The pink queen. Where are you? Oh, more capped brood. This hive is doing very well for November 10th. Very well. Uncapped brood. On the other side there, queen. Queen, are you on here? Uranus, where are you? Does not have a lot of resources on it. I do not see the queen. And all the other hives, she's been on this next frame. Oh, the bees are on me. No, oh, you lost your stinger. Sorry. Trying to sting me through my shirt. Ah, there's a sting right to the leather glove. Somebody got me. I just felt it tweaking my pinky finger. I don't know whether I want to call that a sting or not. Well, when I got on this frame, these bees got happy. Unhappy, that is. No queen. Right? A lot of guard bees on this frame are just, boy, every time I get near the frame, they're on me. They leave the frame and get up in the air. Hi, beetle. Oh, you're gone. You're a goner, Mr. Hive Beetle. Oh, I did not see the queen in this box. Now that worries me. You know, she could still be over there in that medium. If I don't see her in that medium, I guess I'm gonna have to go back through this box. Actually, she could be in any one of the three boxes because I do have a no queen excluder on this hive. She could be anywhere. All right, so there is capped brood on that frame. That tells me a queen has been there in the last 3 weeks. Queen could also be here. A lot of nectar. Holy moly, the whole backside of this is capped. Look at that. I see a queen on here. She's up here getting lunch. Queen on there, and I don't expect to see her in this box. To be honest with you, I expect to see her in that box or down in the bottom box. And I hate to leave this hive without finding her. Holy moly, that's a heavy frame. Completely capped sugar syrup. Completely, totally capped. I don't see the queen on there. Another frame completely capped. Do not see the queen. And we have barely nothing on this frame. No queen. Right, I don't know whether you can see this or not, but there's a yellow jacket right there with her face down in the frame. Right there. Unbelievable. Well, let's see how she likes being in a beehive. She'll never make it out alive. Nothing there. All right. So this is getting pretty hairy. I don't have a queen yet. So let's hope she's in that box. No queen here. They are drawing out comb. I'm assuming that's due to all the sugar water I'm giving them. Completely capped frame of sugar water. More sugar water on the backside. Another frame of completely capped sugar water syrup, and I do not see the queen, nor do I think she would be up here. I'm starting to get concerned. My queen is AWOL. Oh, here's a bunch of capped brood. Look at here. Queen may be on this frame. Look. That's a nice frame. Do not see the queen. Oh, there she is. There she is. Where did I say? There she is, right there. A little bit of pink left on her. All right, she's going back in the hive. Found the queen. She's going back in the hive. The rest of these frames are going in there. I hate leaving the queen in the top of the box like that. But hey, she's in there. She's got food. She's warm. More capped sugar water. This hive is in great shape with resources. Alright. Alright. There we go. Give these girls some food. That. All right, so that's that. We've achieved the goal. The goal, again, was to go through each one of the 4 hives, check for stores, give them more sugar syrup. We wanted to make sure that they were well fed. And the most important thing we had to do was find the queen. So we found the queen in each one of the hives. It was a bit difficult to find her in this hive, but each one of the hives is queen right. Each one of the hives is well fed, and they're stocking up and capping the sugar syrup for the winter. So I feel comfortable that the heaters are working, that the bees are still working, but it's because I did see some honey coming into the hives. Yellow jackets are out in force. They're out here just getting what they can. They're fighting bees everywhere right now. I managed to do this by feeding the bees sugar syrup with anise, and I don't have a robbing situation happening here, so the bees are all content. Success. I will see you next time. Have a good one.